I was hoping Sophie would do another range with Revolution, and here it is. I've got 3 brand new eyeshadow palettes. I've got the Bratz liners, and I've got a new mascara to try. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very, very well today. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie Jade. I post videos here twice a week. I also have a vlogging channel where I post usually weekly, depending on how many vlogs I've got prepared that week. Sometimes I might post more, sometimes less. So I hope you're all doing very well today, and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be doing a Revolution full-faced first impressions and haul. I recently did a nice little haul from Revolution, so I wanted to do full face. That's why I have absolutely no makeup on right now, so I decided to do a full face of first impressions. I hope you all enjoy this video, and let's just get started. If I'm honest, I think there might only be like 1, possibly 2 things that I'm missing out of this for a full face, so I'm just going to do like my highlights separately. So this is everything that I got. I got quite a few little bits, and I'm just so excited to share everything with you. I'm not going to go through everything separately. I'm just going to go through everything as I'm kind of putting it on my face. So to start off with, I bought this primer. This is the Super Matte Primer from Revolution, and I'm so excited to try this because lately I've been trying it a lot more, like different primers and that kind of thing, and I've wanted a mattifying one. This is actually quite a heavy bottle. It's actually a glass bottle, and it's quite small, so it's quite compact. It fit really nicely in like any bags or anything you're going to take out with you. The name of it is the Super Matte Primer, so I'm just going to pump it out, which I'm actually a big fan of because I really like these pumping bottles. I feel like they make it a lot easier. So you can see I've never used it. There we go. So it'll make it a lot easier to actually get out of the bottle and get as much as you need. This is kind of what it looks like. You can't see it's one on camera, but it actually looks quite shimmery. But it smells really strong. It smells a bit pineapple-y, but a bit like citrusy, so maybe like orangey pineapple. I'm not sure, but it smells actually really nice. I'm a really big fan. But it's applying really nicely. You don't need loads of product, so the 2 pumps will definitely be enough for me. So I'm just going to make sure this is applied everywhere. I'm just going to rub all this in. But it's got a really nice feel to it. It makes my skin feel quite smooth. And it's applied so nicely. So next thing I've got to try is a tinted moisturizer. I think this was actually the most expensive thing I bought from the haul, which I didn't actually buy that much expensive things. I say that, but it was still only like £8, £9. I will be putting all the prices on the screen for you all though, just so you all know, and in case there's any items that you do want to buy, I will be putting the links of every single item in the description box down below as well, so you can check that out. So this is the next one, which is the Super Dewy Tinted Moisturizer. It's a skin tint. I'm just going to open it up. I'm very excited to try this because I'm really into tinted moisturizers when it comes more to summer, and now it is getting warmer. I don't want thick, like, cakey makeup all over my face with really good coverage. Like, we do love good coverage, but not in summer because it just gets too hot and too thick, and I'm really not feeling that, and I feel like more of a natural summer at the moment. So this is the one that I've gone for. This is in the shade medium because the light one looked really, really light. Part of me is thinking I should have gone for the light, but we'll find out. I also think it's quite interesting because I thought it was going to be like a squeezy bottle, but it does have a little bump on the end, but I actually really like that. So as I said, it's in the shade medium. It's a lightweight tinted moisturizer that gives the skin a radiant dewy finish enriched with wild berry extracts. That might mean it actually smells really nice too. I really like the packaging. I think it's so simple. It's got kind of like a beigey nude colour around, and then it's got the gold writing on. It was kind of rose gold, but I really like that. So I'm just going to take a couple of pumps of this onto the back of my hand. Oh, that is quite dark, so I'm not sure if this is going to be too dark for me, because it definitely looks very, very dark. So if you see it on my hand there, looks very dark. It also looks very thick coverage. It doesn't look like a tinted moisturizer from that. Very, very thick coverage. So I'm going to go grab a brush, and then I'll be right back. So I'm just going to take some of this off here and just start to apply it to my face. It's got quite a nice feel to it, but it just look very thick coverage. But I may be wrong. I may be wrong. But it does look very, very thick coverage. We do love a good full coverage one, but I just wanted it to be more of a light one. Well, it's definitely dark, because if you look at my skin, that looks like after I've tanned them before I've tanned, so it may be one that I need to use when I'm tanning, because I haven't actually tanned at the moment. I am going to be tanning tomorrow though, because I'm going to be filming a video for it, because I got sent some products by Coco and Eve. Now once I blended it out, it doesn't look as bad, so I'm hoping once I blend this out it looks a little bit better, because if you can see it is so dark, and looks so thick, like it looks really thick coverage. But I'm just gonna use this brush to blend it out with. This is my Real Techniques brush. I think it's a sculpting brush. Complex blender brush, this one. I do really like this one, especially for like blending out foundations and things like that. It's a really nice brush, but we're just gonna see how it goes. I feel like I definitely used too much product for this one, which is good because then you can kind of learn from that kind of thing and realise that next time I'll use a lot less and see the difference with it. I'll be honest, I do like the look of this, especially with having the matte primer underneath. I feel like that has definitely helped it not be as like glowing and not as like oily looking and not as like shiny. But this is definitely not a tinted moisturiser in my opinion. But that could again just be because I put so much product on. I do really like the product. I didn't think I would. But I do really like it because if you look at my skin now compared to what it was like before, my skin does look really glowy, but like in a nice way. Like it looks matte. It doesn't look shiny, but it looks a lot brighter. I think it's blended nicely in. I could have definitely used less product, which will be for next time. I definitely will use this product again though. This one I definitely will use again. Especially when I'm tanned, I think it would look a lot nicer as well. From my first impression of it, it looks very, very thick coverage. When you've got it on, it looks more like one, but when you first apply it, like application of it looked so thick, but once you've blended it out, it looks a lot better. And it isn't full coverage because you can see like my freckles and some like blemishes and such. So you can see that it isn't as good coverage as it looked before, but it definitely still looked very thick. But like I said, if I use a lot less products, it'll probably look a lot better. So that's pretty much all blended in now, and I'm going to go and move on to my concealer. So the concealer that I've bought is the Fast Base Concealer, and I got this in shade C2. I just didn't know what shade to buy. This one just looked right, so we just went for it. So I'm just going to unwrap this. I feel like I need to actually sit down and just like break all the seals and open all these up before I actually sit down to film a video. So this is one of those ones where it's got a little like sponge bit on the end, and you've got to like twist it, which makes me a little bit nervous because I can't always see. So I'm going to keep it down here so I can see it coming through. Okay, it's starting to come through now. If you can see it starting to come through. Okay, now you can see that's definitely coming through. So I'm just going to start applying this to my skin. That's literally gliding straight on, like that is really good coverage. I really like this. So I'm just going to do a little line down here as well to help contour a bit. I'm a very big fan of this though, so I'm just going to like do it on some of these here and see how well it gets rid of them. I'm now going to go and I'm going to have to blend this all out. So I'm going to use the same brush that I used for my foundation because I'm lazy. I'm just going to use that one for my chin and then where I kind of like want it to be more contoured. So I'm just blending this bit out a bit, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to grab a beauty blender for the rest of my face. So I'm just blending this all in now, and I'll be honest, I do really, really like this concealer. You have to see how well it does blend, but it's so nice, so fine. It's got such like a nice kind of creamy texture as well. So that's blended out really nicely on my nose. That's actually really doing a good job. And it's covered my freckle up quite well as well, if you can see there. So this one so far I do really, really like. I'm going to see how well it does under my eyes because my eyes get so bad. Like the bags underneath my eyes are actually ridiculous. So I'm going to see how well this one actually does for that. So far, I do really like that. I'm going to try and get it a little bit closer to the underneath of my eye and blend it kind of like into that bit there. So far this is going to be a concealer that would definitely be in my makeup bag because I really, really like it. I love the application. The shade seemed to be absolutely perfect for me. And it was so thick, like it's such full coverage, which is something that I desperately need when I'm doing my makeup. I'm not going to use any sort of setting powder for that. The next thing that I always do is my eyebrows. So this is the new eyebrow pencil that I've got. I'm very, very excited about this one. This is the Power Brow. This is Revolution. I'll be honest, I've tried this out already because it looks really good and I was very excited about it. So I have tried this one out. And this is what the product actually looks like up close. It is so good though. This is literally like my new favourite brow product. It's double-ended, so this end it's got like a mini mascara wand, and then on this end it's twistable and you've got this little kind of pen. If you actually feel it up close, it feels kind of like really thick lead or like graphite or something. So I'm going to start off just by kind of like fluffing my brows up a little bit. I do really like, when I'm doing my brows, normally I really like to use my brow gel. But today I'm not going to be using that because obviously A, it's not from Revolution, and B, it's not like a first impressions. So I'm just fluffing them up a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get other side and twist it, but I don't want to twist it too hard because I don't want to like snapping it off. And then I'm going to go and draw in some fine lines, not too much, just a little bit, just kind of like fill in the gaps. Like that, and then do the same over here, and I'm going to do the same on my other eye just to try to like fill in any gaps. Like this one's got a lot of gaps like here, so I'm going to try to draw some in here. It's kind of like fill those gaps in. It doesn't need to be perfect at all, plus I'm not a makeup artist. And then I try like kind of put my brows more in place. So I felt that really just make a big difference to my brows. Like they're not perfect at all, but they're better than they were. And I just really like it. I love this brush here because I do have a brush similar to this, like with the bristles on, but it's the one with the gel. So I don't really like that because if you keep like going over with the brush, you're just going to get more gel on your eyebrows, and that just kind of annoys me a little bit. Next thing I've got here is my bronzer. This is the Summer of Love Triple Baked bronzer. I've got a few of these like triple baked ones and the heart ones. I think they're from I Heart Revolution range. This is what the packaging looks like, and I'm obsessed with this. I think it is so gorgeous. It's a gold with a metallic pink around it. And then this is the actual product, which looks so shimmery and so pretty. I'm very, very excited to try this one. I don't actually have any contour, so I'm going to mainly use this as like a bronzing contour. And I don't have any highlights. I'm going to quickly grab some highlight now. I'm going to bring that over, apply my bronzer, and then apply my highlight. So the brushes that I'm going to be using for the next bit are the 222 Real Techniques brush. This is the angled foundation brush. I'm going to be using this one for my bronzer. The next one I've got is this one here. This is again from the same range, which you can actually buy currently in Home Bargains. This is the Contour Fan for 1.8, and I'm going to be using this for my highlight. Mainly because it's the closest thing I could find to a fan brush, and I've been really into using fan brushes for my highlight recently. And I don't know, my fan brush is gone, so I'm going to use this one. But this is the next one, and it is so good. This is for my blush. So I might actually just start with the bronzer. And like I said, I'm going to use this brush here, and I'm just going to get some product. Oh, it looks so pretty. And I'm just going to kind of apply this on my face. I'm going to be using this as a bit of a contour as well. It's got such a nice, pretty glow to it, and I'm actually quite a big fan of this product. It's quite buildable as well. You don't need to use too much product, but then you can build it up, which is quite nice. So I'm not going to use this brush here, which is one that I sometimes actually use for foundation, but I'm going to use this to contour my nose using the bronzer. So let's see how this goes. I'm quite excited to see what this one's like, because I do like to contour my nose. Like I do like to get the contour bronzer on there, and I'm quite excited to see what this one's like. I love these triple baked ones. I think they are so nice. So that's actually not doing too bad. I do quite like that. I think it's just giving a bit more colour into my face as well. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm now going to apply my blush. So like I said before, I'm using the Expert Face brush to apply this with, and my blush that I'm going to use today is a Morphe one. This is the Fearless, which is the middle shade there. I'm just going to get a little bit of this, just to add a little bit more colour into my face. This one just gives like a bit of a sun-kissed look. I feel like I say this one all the time, but it really does. It just adds a little bit more colour into here. I'm just going to put a tiniest bit up here because I feel very pale. It does just kind of give that bit of pop of colour, I think. So that's now on. The final thing for me to do for my actual like face part before I move on to my eyes is my highlight. And as I said, I'm going to use a fan brush. I'm going to use this at Sephora highlight because it's one of my favourites. I'm just putting a little bit on just to kind of give an extra glow, just to kind of help finish the look. Same with the other side. I've seen the Bratz collection at Revolution, and I have to say I'm a very, very big fan of the collection. It looks very good, and I need to get my hands on it all. I do have one item from that collection in today's video to show you, so I will be showing you that today. So now that is all done, I'm going to be moving on to the next products we're going to use, and the next one I'm going to use is some eye products, which I'm very, very excited about. So I've got 3 brand new eyeshadow palettes, I've got the Bratz liners, and I've got a new mascara to try. So I'm going to get started here with this eyeshadow palette here. All honesty, I thought it's going to be a lot bigger than it is. It's very, very pretty, and there's some stunning shades inside here. So this one I'm just going to swatch because I do not have enough room on my eyes for 3 different brand new palettes. So I'm just going to swatch this one if I can get into it. So this is what it looks like, a little bit more up close, and the shades are just so pretty. It's very compact, so it'll go very nicely if you were to like travel with it. So I'm just going to swatch these. Wow, that is so pretty. So that's the pink there. And I just swatched it on my arm, and it looks so nice. The next one, that's quite like a cerise pink. The next one is like a very shimmery pink, which I think could look so nice like on your lid. It's like a shimmer to go over the top of the shade. Yeah. So you see that I've just swatched that there. It's a bit of a weaker swatch, so I think if you did it like on top of another colour, it'd just give it a nice like shine to it. I don't think I'd want to use a brush for that either. I'd probably use my fingers for that. This last one here, this is like a plum shade. That is stunning. I'm just gonna, yeah, that's got a really pretty kind of like smoky plum look to it. I'm not gonna swatch any more from that because my hands and arm is just gonna be covered. So the next part I'm gonna show you is the Revolution one, and by that I mean the Revolution Makeup London Wild Animal palette. These palettes are so pretty. I already have 2 of these. I've got the zebra one, and I think it's like a leopard one or something, but this is another one very similar. And I am obsessed with the packaging for these. They've got a weird feeling on the packaging. It's not like a, it's got like a shiny plastic. This is like a scratchy plastic. It's really weird. Absolutely stunning though. I love the colour of this. I love the look of it. And then once you get inside, these are the shades, and I think they are so gorgeous. They've got so many beautiful shades in here, and I'm so excited to try them. The next palette I've got, this is why it makes it so hard to decide what I'm going to do in this video with my eyes, because I've got so many different stunning palettes. Next one I've got here is the new Surf Revolution palette. This is the Mini Spice. I have been excited, and when I say excited, I don't mean just excited. I've been so excited for this palette to come out. I was hoping Surf would do another range with Revolution, and here it is. The packaging is stunning. And then if you look inside, these are the shades. They're so pretty. There's such a variety of different shades. She's got 2 gorgeous shimmers here. There's some nudes at the top. We've got this beautiful red. This yellow is literally stunning. It's like a mango yellow. It's so pretty. And you've just got some more like nudie shades, and you do have a nice little mini mirror inside, which is always helpful. So I think I'm just going to go for like more of a natural kind of nude look today, because I feel like that would blend in nicely with the 2 different palettes, trying to like balance between the 2 of them. So for my eye base, I'm going to be using the same concealer that I use for like underneath my eyes, and my just general concealer, which is a C2 one. And I'm just going to apply this on my lid and above it. I feel like this might actually be a really good primer. Lately, all I've used is my P. Louise. I got it for my birthday, which I actually did a birthday video if you haven't already seen that. So all I've used is P. Louise. So I've not really gone back to using concealer as a base for a little while now. But this one's actually doing quite a good job so far. If I cut my crease, I'm not sure, because I'm actually sure I'm going to do it. I'm just going to play around and see what happens. But if I do cut my crease, I'm not sure if I'll use my P. Louise or this one. Technically I should use this one because it's supposed to be a full face, but just kind of want to see what maximum potential the actual shadows have and how well the pigmentation and such is. And if I use a good primer, then it's more likely to kind of like have better results, but we'll see how it goes. So the Revolution palette, I'm thinking of going for more of like a nude look. It's just so hard because there's so many stunning shades in both palettes. I love this kind of like purpley mauve colour here. And these nude colours are really, really nice. Especially with this one here, it's quite unique as well. Shimmers are stunning, but you can only use like so many shimmers in one eyeshadow look. And I kind of want to try Surf's out because they look so pretty. I love these 2 shades here. This kind of like coffee shade. I don't know, they're just so pretty. So I'm gonna just get started. I think I'm gonna go in with Surf's palette first. And I'm gonna use the orange shade here. This one is so pretty, and I'm just going to start off with this one, and we're just going to kind of play and see what happens. I'm starting at like the middle of my crease and kind of blending it outwards. And this is a really, really pretty shade. And they're actually really well pigmented as well. I wasn't sure how pigmented they would actually be. But it's really pretty. I've only used a tiniest bit of product with that, and it's really, really pretty. I'm using a variety of brushes, by the way, from Revolution brushes to Real Techniques to like some from Home Bargains. I just grabbed a handful and then see which ones we kind of want to use as we go along. So that is really, really pretty colour. I do feel like I just gravitate to these colours all the time though. I'm going to swatch some of the shimmers, I think, because I think that might help me decide. They are absolutely stunning. They're gorgeous. Sophia's done an absolutely incredible job with this palette. Okay, so I think that has just answered my question. I just did one little swatch, and that's how far it's gone. Like, look at those shades. They are absolutely stunning. I literally cannot get over those. They are absolutely stunning. It's literally still going as well. Like, I've just done like 2 swatches with the tiniest bit of product. It is just ridiculous, and it's like staying on really well as well, which is really good. So I'm a massive fan of that. So I think that's answered today's question. I'm going to be using Soph's shimmers, definitely. I'm going to look into the Revolution palette to see what other kind of colours we could use. Oh, they're so stunning. All I want to use is shimmers. I'm literally completely obsessed with them at the moment. So I'm going to take this brush here, which is the angled shadow brush from Real Techniques. Again, the new collection from Home Bargains. And I'm going to use some of these like darker colours. So I'm going to use this one here, this one down here, and this one here. And just kind of blend them a little bit. See what happens. I do love the mirror on this one because it's a full-size mirror, so it makes it a lot easier to actually like see. I'm not going to do a smoky look, but I'm going to make it like have a bit of a smoky effect. So I'm going to have it a bit darker in the outer corners compared to the inner corners, which are going to be a lot lighter. I'm going to take this brown shade and kind of start to blend that over a little bit, because I don't want it to be my usual. It just looks very orange, because that's just usually what it ends up looking like. So I'm just going to blend this out nicely here. And I might actually grab that yellow, because the yellow looked really pretty. So I'm going to grab that yellow, because the yellow looked stunning. And we're going to have a little play with it. So this is the yellow from the Soph palette. And I'm not going to lie, I think I'm only going to use the Soph palette now, because I've used a couple of shades out of the Revolution one, which is a gorgeous palette. But I just want to use this because it looks gorgeous, and there's just stunning shades in here. So I'm going to grab the yellow and just get some of that. And then I'm going to kind of like try to blend that into the outside of the current eyeshadow I've got on. Don't want to have too much product on there, so I'm just going to kind of spread that out here and then blend it in after. It's kind of giving it an extra colour. It's like blend out on, which I just think is so pretty. It's so pretty, this colour. I mean, it's a tiny bit more on this side. I wish you guys could see it a little bit better, but this is currently what it's looking like. I'm just going to keep kind of building this up. I'm using little bits of product to kind of blend it out so it doesn't look like just a big colour explosion, because that wouldn't be the best thing. Okay, so this is currently what it's looking like, and I think it looks really pretty. The colours just look so, so nice. I'm going to go in with cut crease. A technique I'd use for cut crease, but I will use this product. So normally I put it on the back of my hand, but we've got like a million swatches on there and all up my arm. So I'm just going to put it on here. And just get a load of product squeezed out of here onto the back of my hand. Right, so I've got some of the products onto my hand now. And then I'm going to use one of my flat brushes to actually do a bit of a cut crease with it. But I'm going to just start off. I'm just going to use a mirror actually, because it'd be good if I could see. So that is one side of my cut crease. I'm going to pat it down gently with the beauty blender, just kind of blend it in a little bit nice and just kind of make sure it's not as streaky, if that's a word. So we're going to go in with the Soph palette. This is the most difficult decision, like ever, choosing which one to use. I think I'm going for gold because I always go for like silver. So I'm going to go for the gold first, and then I might use silver like in the inner corner of my eyes. So I'm just going to start applying this. And I'm just using little careful dabs to try and like get it on without it going everywhere, because that's what I always end up doing. So this is currently what it's looking like, and just the colours in it are stunning. Like, she's done such a good job. So I've just done my cut crease on the other eye now, and I'm just going to blend the rest of this into my hand because I've just got a load of concealer on my hand now. So I'm going to use the same ones that I used before, and I'm going to use my finger again because I just feel like it applies so much better when I'm doing glitters when I apply with my finger. I'm nowhere near as good at applying with this hand as I am with the other one. This is just so pigmented and pretty. Like, it's just so pigmented. I wish I had better lighting at the moment. When we move, I have such better lighting, I'll be able to show you things better. So it's currently what it's looking like. I'm going to play around with a couple more colours, just kind of build some colours up, make it look a little bit cuter. So I'm going back in with the orange from Soph's palette, and I'm just outlining where the shimmer ends, just kind of like make that a bit more of a, kind of define between the two. And then I'm going to get another brush and I'm going to touch on that yellow again because I really like the yellow. I think it's such a pretty colour. And then again on the other eye, just kind of build that up a bit because it just looks so pretty. I'm now going to go and I'm going to underline my eyes using, I might use the yellow one actually. I feel like I always do my eyes and I end up with just loads of like colours that are just like orangey and yellowy every time. So I've added a little bit of the yellow, but I kind of want to add some more shades to that, so I might add some more orange. Then again, I don't want my eyes to always look so orange because it's literally all I'll ever do. So I'm going to add a little bit more of like dark colours into the corners, like the outer corners of my eyes. So if I want to kind of like build that up a little bit. So I'm going to use the kind of browny shade, the light brown from Soph's palette. And I'm just going to kind of pat that into there. Start to blend it out a little bit. I feel like if you add a little bit more dark, it kind of just adds more to the eye or to the look. Just, I really like to do that. I like to have like a darker outer corner. So that's what it's currently looking like, which I think looks a bit better than it was doing before. Now time for mascara, which I did buy a new one. I'm very interested by this one. I think this one's going to be quite good. So this is the Power Lash Volume Mascara, and it's in such pretty packaging. It feels quite nice. And I'm not going to lie, the wand and the mascara looks really good. I didn't think, like I wasn't sure what I'd think about this. This is what the wand looks like, which looks really nice. So I'm just going to apply this. It looks like it's going to be really thick coverage. This is from their new Relove by Revolution range. And if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check it out. There's so many things on there that's actually so affordable. I think this mascara is like £4. But like I said before, I will be putting it on the screen anyway. I do really like this. I feel like it curls your lashes quite a lot while you're applying it. So I'm going to finish applying this and then I'll be back. So I decided to only do one coat of the mascara, just kind of show the actual product and see how good it is. Like, I think it's got quite good volume to it and it does look really nice. It did have quite a lot of product, if that made sense. Like, it was quite thick was the product. Some mascaras I've had are really thin. You need to do a lot of coats to get any coverage. I've literally just done one coat now and I think the coverage isn't too bad if I'm honest. So I'm just going to show you a couple more bits I did buy from Revolution while I was there. However, these bits I'm not going to be using on my face just because there's too much to put all on my face at once. Next things I got was these Bratz Revolution liners. These are so nice. I've been looking at cake liners online recently. I know Revolution have brought some similar to that out, which I may have to purchase. But these are the ones that come. These are 4 different ones. You've got the Yasmin, the Chloe, the Jade and the Sasha, which is purple, orange, blue and pink, and they are so pretty. I'll just kind of show you what they actually look like. They are so pretty. I'm such a big fan of them, and yeah, I really want to use these in a video soon because they look so nice. They've got such a nice soft and like creamy texture when you actually open them, because I have kind of had a little play with these yesterday. So the last thing I actually bought for this haul first impressions try on video, which are these rainbow shots, which is colour, shampoo and conditioner all in one, which I'm very excited about. This is Lilac Dreams and it's supposed to last 1 to 3 weeks. I will be showing it very, very soon, and I'm so excited. It actually looks so pretty, and it smells insane. Like, this is what it looks like. You can't see it as well on camera. It smells so nice. It smells like really, really pretty kind of shampoo. So I will be trying this out in a video very soon, so do make sure you keep an eye out for that. So then, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed filming it for you all. I really hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have any questions, any videos you want to see, make sure you do drop them in them comments down below. Make sure to smash that big thumbs up button if you did enjoy this video, and then if you want to see more content just like this, make sure to hit the subscribe with that little bell on to make sure you get notifications every time I upload a video. But that's pretty much it from me for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!